start? Anyway, welcome Anthony Mars Jr. on PR, obviously you know what, 2014. As I bring you my pretty much retake on podcast episode 86, but actually that's some other video, but that can wait until this video recording for my 88th video of the same video series on this channel, if anyone's watching, and as it's being presented by my self-devoted fan page on Facebook and so on. Now please note that this is a retake on a audio commentary recording that I did once, but I somehow, lost it incidentally. So this is a retake on the subject matter of, am I a disgrace to the Power Rangers fandom? Well, actually, today's podcast is indeed about, well, actually, again, I guess this is pretty much my last video where I talk about my personal experiences, because I don't think nobody wants to hear me talk about my sob stories, because, nobody doesn't have time for my drama, and you know that. So, what do I have in store for this topic today? I guess nothing but me rambling about the same crap. And that's one of the few things I say is, when I begin a video, I say it's the same crap, It's like I don't have nothing else to do every day. I'm just, one of those everyday people, do the same old everyday thing, and it just kind of bores them. But when there's nothing else to do, this is what you do. You don't got nothing else to do but the same crap. Unless if you do have a job or something, then it's different. Or if you're out someplace, that's different. Whatever. But actually, I have to question myself this to those that is watching, or pretty much not, is that, am I a disgrace to the Power Rangers fan base? Now, please note that I am not part of the Power Force or anything. In fact, I'm not part of the Power Force. I'm just one of those everyday Power Ranger fans, still seeking people to hear, have my voice heard and my face shown into the public eye of the internet, and as well as the public as a whole in person and in general. Am I really a disgrace to the fandom? Am I bothering people? Have I been stalking other fans? Have I been stalking those that were part of the show, that were on the show, that were, the show's, cast members and production crew or anything? Am I any of those? Was any of you come up to me and say, yes, I am a stalker, I should think you guys should press charges on me, then maybe I shouldn't be showing myself into the public anymore? Because I've already told you about, if I should have told you back in that video retake on Anthony Mars Jr. versus the world, I did state that I am pretty much a stalker and I'm an obsessed person. I've been obsessed for I don't know how long, I just can't remember, but I just got to drug up my memory when not discussing that subject matter and say that I guess I am crazy. I just don't know. But, I think I do need to seek therapy. I think I do need to seek help. Because I can't keep thinking, obsessively. Because, that's why people are not going to accept me, and people are not going to seek my attention. And I won't seek theirs. Have I always bothered people in person? I have not even met not one person in public for the last 3 years. So how have I ever bothered anyone? Well, currently my living stage is like being online on Facebook and YouTube every day, chatting with some people, but there are times when I don't have the time to talk to anyone. And when people want to talk to me, it seems like due to the subject matter and change of subject, it feels like this is starting to be very misleading, like always. And when someone wants to get in touch with me, I don't really want to associate with them because I'm like doing other stuff. And how bothersome that turns out, because it's bad enough I already had one crazed fan on here making video responses to me about Insect Queen Trahina bothering me, or someone, or the haters, anonymous haters hating on my stuff and knowing that I've been a veteran on YouTube for now 3 years, although not as a YouTube partner and big name YouTube celebrity or anything, but just as a normal avid YouTuber with, a small channel, and just, I don't get that much attention. In fact, small name YouTubers don't get much attention. Well, besides those that like to post videos about their personal life, posting videos about, if you're a parent with kids, you can post, videos about your, kids if you want and all, or whatever it is. But when it comes to videos like this, people don't pay attention to it because, I'm one of those people that don't get attention. It's like, nobody cares about me. Maybe it's because I have to face it, is that when I'm doing videos about Power Rangers, unlike most big name Power Ranger fans, especially those of the Power Force and Hirotaku, most of my videos, although not associated or partnered and such, most of my videos are just, I have to face it to those that's been following me for the last 2 years on this channel. They've been very boring. Because I tend to repeat the same subject, I tend to repeat the same sentences almost every 10 videos because maybe people just don't understand what I'm saying. Because, well, actually, some people do understand what I be saying, but they seem to not take me very seriously. So, I don't really know what to say anymore. And, for these last couple of videos this past week, I have been sounding very suicidal because I feel like nobody likes my channel anymore. I mean, after this lengthy hiatus of mine, it feels like my channel has not been in good tip-top shape. I mean, losing a couple of subscribers, now I'm going down to like 409 or 8 so subscribers right now. Because I keep talking about my personal experiences about what be going on outside of YouTube and what I've been, my personal life outside of the Power Rangers fan base. And also my personal experiences on a Power Rangers fan-film project. And what was going on, because I've already discussed that for over 100 plus videos right now, so that's why I have already pretty much half deleted those videos and set those videos to private, so that way the whole world won't see those videos again, because those videos, well, those were more likely video diaries that I have to keep out of the public's eye, because I don't want people to know that people are not going to want to say anything, even if you don't have YouTube account. Some that have been watching these videos, accumulating the amount of views these videos get, with no YouTube accounts or anything, or no comments. I mean, I understand people don't like my content, and I just tried my best. I mean, I spent 2 years trying to trying to get out there into the world for people to see me. And I've been trying to get, even though I spent, a year, getting kicked off on and off on Facebook with, my dad telling me I can't be on Facebook and such because, because I was at the age where, even though I was a teen, I was 18 plus, but I still couldn't use Facebook because of certain, safeties and dangers, and he just doesn't, or in fact, he just doesn't want me on Facebook at all. But yet I still have Facebook, but he doesn't want me using it. So that's why behind his back I have been using Facebook. And also on my Facebook feed, I only have like 8 or 9 followers, so I don't see why there are people not following me, because I'm one of these underground YouTube celebrities with not in partnership with the site as a whole, but is still present, still making videos today. Why do you think you still got me making videos about Power Rangers still? Why do you still think I'm making videos about myself personally? Why do you think I'm still making videos about celebrities up here? Why do you think I'm still making videos about other superhero universes and franchises up here? Well, actually primarily one, because I've been more of a big fan of that than the others. So, what else is there for me to do? Because I understand I'm already losing subscribers, and I'm like, well, since this lengthy hiatus really shortchanged my channel now, and I've been declining in the ratings, I'm like, what's going on? I've already discussed that in the last video. Actually, I'm going to discuss that in a future video when I post that soon. And wondering, why is people even paying attention to me? If someone of the anonymous with a open YouTube account and watches this video, please tell me why, and look back at my videos in comparison to this. And why am I not getting much, attention from subscribers, and why am I losing some subscribers? Why am I not, because I already know my primary reason why my videos are like this and why they're not getting attention is because they're boring and they suck. And that's what a anonymous YouTube user who is a hater on other people's account would say. It's just, my videos suck, they're boring, misleading, anything else you can describe my videos, and then there you go, I'll leave. I will not make videos anymore. I'm not going to continue bitching and complaining about this because it's been a personal case I've had because I haven't been on YouTube for, well, the whole summer, but although I had an on and off break, I had a small spring break from using YouTube because I need to get, the focus on other things to do and spend less time making videos on here. And when I said I'm going to spend less time making videos, I'm like, that's what probably made the future subscribers and such to leave my channel. Because people are just exhausted of me talking. If there's people out there that don't like people with autism like myself, then maybe you don't have no respect for people with autism at all. I'm talking about those that don't care for people with autism, ADHD, Asperger's. Well, ADHD and Asperger's is pretty much the same thing, I guess. Or any other disability. Or a disabled Power Rangers fan with a YouTube account open like myself, and then you can treat me like, fuck me. Say fuck me and say, you suck, and I don't care about your content because your content is misleading and it sucks. You guys can go ahead, some of you can go ahead and say that, especially people in my home area here. Even for these people around my neighborhood that probably has a computer but never looked me up, because people should know that I do live in this area. And I'm like, of all the houses in my home location in the Hadley Farms community, excuse me for exposing this, I am present in this location, but when there is people in other states of the entire United States as a whole, there's not much attention. Though my highest rated audience of people in what state and such of this country has the most views is people in California. Because I've already stated that there are far more Power Ranger fans in California and New York than Power Ranger fans here in my hometown, except for those that, well, I'm not going to say. But I've already looked up the analytics before I get back to discussing a little bit about am I still a disgrace of the fandom, a little bit, when I get to it. So I'm going to go ahead and show off the analytics and the ratings of what are the top 5 states with the most channel views and such on PRLostGalaxy2014. So I'm going to go ahead and look that up. And, I understand the pause breaks that I make because, people just don't have time for me hesitating to speak up about such content in the discussion because nobody wants to hear me talk about, make pause breaks about the subject. Because people don't have time for that at all. Because, in fact, nobody doesn't have time for my videos because there we go, there was a pause break. I just tend to repeat stuff. And that's pretty much one of the problems why this channel is declining right now, because I keep hesitating, pretty much. I thought people in my hometown of Maryland, in my home state of Maryland, was not going to get that much views. At all. But it seems to me that there had been people here in Maryland that have watched my videos. And I'm like, how is that possible? How are people watching my videos? I mean, I don't know anyone here in Maryland with a YouTube account that is watching my videos, but yet they don't make comments and don't say anything. Like, they don't care about my content. Like, there's something about my content that bothers them because I repeat the same stuff. Then what is it? If someone would open up and explain why, some of you do have a YouTube account, I'm mainly talking about those here in Maryland, go ahead and say it, because if you have something to say about my channel and say the content I post up here sucks, then go ahead. Maybe I don't deserve to be on YouTube anymore. It's just this lengthy hiatus, I just haven't been up here in a while. Because I had other things to take care of. When I said I have other things to take care of, and when I have to deal with, undergoing personal trauma and such, I have to deal with it before I would come back instead of discussing it on video. That's why people are leaving my channel, because I keep discussing this so much. So that's why I have to move on and find something to talk about otherwise, instead of repeating that topic and subject every single day. And when knowingly nobody wants to hear me talk about my, projects, and nobody wants to hear me talk about myself, because nobody knows me. And I've stated that in videos in the past, that nobody knows about me, and I don't know nothing about them, because these people are not my friends or anything, or so how should they be related to me? And so how is that possible? Like, what is there for me to do? Like, what do you guys want me to do elsewise? If only there was some explanation to that cause. I can't seem to find the image that I had, because I saved it on the flash drive, and it has to be somewhere. You know, I don't have time to search through my whole entire flash drive on my console just to find the image, because that's what's going to make people, be so impatient and to, leave and watch what I got to say. Oh, here it is. Currently, for the last 28 days as of July 25th to August 21st, when I was not making much videos, my channel has gained over 2,087 views, and whereas, if you can tell by the analytics, that the entire that the state region with the most views is California, which is dark blue, because you see and also Texas, but mainly California, because you can tell that most majority of Power Ranger fans are in California, and and I can't believe I have the most views from the following state. And according to the demographics for the top geographies for the United States, the top 5 states that have the most views on my channel is, other than Maryland, but Texas, California, Florida, and New York. So I have people that have been watching my videos, but is there anyone with a YouTube account watching my videos that would like to make comments on my content? So I don't understand why is nobody saying anything. I understand there's people that are speechless and don't have anything to say about my channel or anything regarding the content that I post about Power Rangers, even though I don't keep up. Sometimes I just can't keep up to date with today's stuff. But yet, when there's content about my fan film exposing every day, like every 5 or 10 videos, people don't want to watch it because it's irrelevant from of anything regarding the actual series of Power Rangers. So I understand. That's why I said when my fan film of Power Rangers Lost Galaxy comes out. Okay, this is here my go for the how many times now comes out in October instead of November. When it does come on YouTube, I'm going to stop talking about this fan film stuff for a while and focus on something real, or just don't do no more videos. That's what I'm going to do. Because, bad enough, my channel has been in bad shape since I've been off here for quite a while. So I need to get back into so I need to get my channel into tip-top shape, gain some more, attract more YouTubers and subscribers to subscribe to my channel, so that way I can, be noticed again and also being shown into the public again. Because I can't have people just say that, my channel sucks and whatever else, and just say that, your content is, misleading and things. So I have to find something to, I need to come up with something to express my creativity onto this channel. And do you understand what I'm saying there? I guess half of you don't. Now anyway, about me being a, what was it? Okay, anything about me being a disgrace to the fandom. Well, I'm not going to, there I go. That's one of the few reasons why I keep losing subscribers and why people don't want to watch my videos. I stammer and stutter so much. Am I a disgrace to the fandom? I mean, out of all the Power Ranger fans that is on Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, anywhere else that has Power Ranger related merchandise and costumes for cosplay and such, am I a disgrace to the fandom that I'm not worthy to be on here, not worthy to be part along with the entire Power Rangers fan base? Am I any of those? Well, if only if I had the original recording of this type of subject, I would, look back at what I said, but unfortunately I lost the recording, so I can't really tell you the actual reason why, if I am a disgrace to the fandom or not, because I tend to be a complete butthead to get in people's, way of trying to get noticed and try to be overexposing. Maybe I don't need to be shown as an overexposing person, because due to the fact I'm in a very boxed in, isolated area, it's hard for people to know where I am and who I am. Because when I'm in a very isolated rural area, it's hard for people to know where I am. And then when I be isolated, I have these fears of talking to people. And indeed, I do have social isolation, and it's just I just don't talk to people much. And it's hard for me to talk to such people about my problems. So, I'm just, then again, well, since I have to close this commentary, I don't want to go on for another 30 minutes, because nobody doesn't have time for me talking about my life, and nobody wants to hear it. So I have to close this commentary podcast out and just discuss about am I a disgrace to the fandom elsewhere. So what else is there for me to say? So Anthony Mars Jr. signing off, and I'll see you guys right back here next time. I don't have time for this. This discussion on TerraVenture's conference hall is just closed out. So this discussion will be taking place elsewhere, and it's over. Sorry for this.